People become careless around those they believe are harmless. Julian didn't change suddenly. He simply stopped being careful. He left his laptop open when he went to shower. Took phone calls in front of me without lowering his voice. Signed papers at the kitchen counter while I made tea, as if I were part of the furniture. I noticed the shift not because I was watching him, but because he had stopped watching me. That was the moment I understood something quietly powerful. He believed I had finished becoming. That I was settled, soft, predictable. I began asking questions carefully. Not questions that sounded like suspicion. Questions that sounded like curiosity. What does that mean? Why does it work like that? Oh, I didn't know that part. He loved explaining things to me. It made him feel large. And while he explained, I listened differently than before. I wasn't listening as a wife. I was listening as a witness. I began keeping a notebook hidden inside an old bag in the closet. Not plans, facts, names, dates, places, accounts, movements, patterns. I wrote small so it wouldn't look important. At night, when he slept with his arm heavy across my waist, I stayed still and thought about how easily my life had been redirected. About how many decisions I had called reasonable. About how much silence I had mistaken for peace. Underestimation is a gift, and they had handed it to me freely. One afternoon, Julian handed me a folder and said, "Can you hold this for me?" I nodded. He never asked for it back. Inside were documents I wasn't meant to study. So I studied them, slowly, carefully, like someone reading a map out of a place they no longer wanted to stay. The more I learned, the calmer I became. Not excited, not angry, clear. By the end of that month, I knew more about my life than anyone else in that house. And they still believed I was unaware. That night, lying beside Julian, listening to his breathing deepen, I realized something dangerous. They think I am harmless. And that belief will become their mistake.